Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, De Los Chevalier, and I welcome you to the review of Pax Nova. First of all, let me tell you something. I love video games. They are my passion. And they almost reach the same level of my obsession and love for books, of which I have many, but one can never have so many books, and one can never have so many video games. If you ever went through my channel, you will know that I love city builders, 4Xs and narrative games, so I couldn't do anything more than to give Pax Nova a 4X a go. I mean, it looks solid. A sci-fi civilization kind of game with 3 different layers, a planetary map, a system map, and finally a galactic map. I was fairly excited to play it, but the mixed reviews keep me skeptical, so I started playing with a critical eye. In the beginning, the game presents you with several factions to choose from. You have 3 humanoid species, 4 if you got the DLC, and each of them has several factions with different playstyles. Some are more militaristic, others are more diplomatic, economic, and so on. So far, it's a normal 4X game. There is a lot of lore too, and that, at least for me, is a win. But my first signal of alarm was this: there wasn't a random option. And the traits weren't explored lore-wise beyond their effects. There is a faction creator too, but it didn't hook me at all. This is not at the level of Stellaris in terms of customization or world building, and it kinda feels like they put the create faction to check a box. Then you are presented with the game options. There is the map size, the number of AIs, the difficulty, and 2 things that made me think it could be really good. First, there is the lore affects diplomacy option, a solid option that improves role-playing, and then there was the option to disable or enable competitive gameplay. Leaving this off meant that the only one that could win is the player. The AI will still try to win, but they will not trigger their victory screen unless they conquer the player. This was something I thought that could be really fun. Playing like this was like playing Stellaris, where the AI is not going for the victory condition, something that makes the player go after its own objectives, ignoring the gamey part of the experience. And then the game starts, and you are met by a planet that at the beginning looks good. You are exploring and planning cities, but that's until you start revealing more and more of the map and you begin to realize that the whole planet looks and feels the same. The geography is clunky and counterintuitive. Then you meet the AIs, the other players, and the manufacturers. One could think that this is cool, but it's not. It feels like the map clunky, and you have the constant feeling that something is off with the game. The encounters feel uneventful. The cities are underexplained and too complex to be engaging or fun. The districts and buildings don't feel interesting at all, and the mechanics of unit production are kind of hidden and hard to find. In short, everything is unclear and the game feels odd. And then it hits you. Every turn feels bland. They are not pushing you to pass them. They all feel, the buildings, the units, the tech, they are not pushing me to click next turn. Then the AI declares war on you and you go to war, and you discover the awful unit mechanics. They can't go over other allied units, making formations non-existent and retreat impossible. They do not take enemy positions when they manage to defeat them. The weapons and their powers are not clear, and the unit customization feels like they put an endless system just to check another box. It was around this moment when I was dying of boredom and decided to end my playthrough there. I was not going to subject myself to a game that wasn't fun. I didn't reach a space age, but I didn't care. There was nothing that made me go, I want to play more. It is a shame. The game has an interesting premise and an ambitious scale, but I can see why there are no games like this, and why the majority concentrate on one aspect. Or you go planet or you go space. You can't go both and feel good, at least for now. In other words, the most important aspect of games like these, 4Xs, the one more turn feeling, is not there. I really wanted to like this game. I really wanted to see indie studios take a place next to Civilization and the Endless series, but this one is not it, yet. The game feels bland, There are basic mechanics that should be there that are missing, and there are mechanics that could be have used a little more time in the oven. In other words, this game gets a 4 out of 10. It's below average, and it deserves the mixed reviews on Steam. Still, I think the team of Pax Nova, Grey Wolf Entertainment, will learn from this experience and will go to create better games in the future. Keep it up, guys, I will see you around. And that's it with the review. Thank you everybody so much for watching, I hope you have a blast. I was the Lost Chevalier, signing out, bye bye. Why can't I do videos like this longer? They only last 6 minutes!